Hello, welcome to Tabletop CP, and today we'll be on the outskirts of Bergville Gap for another game of Sharp Practice. Alright, so yeah, back to Sharp Practice, and we're doing American Civil War. A couple weeks ago we went to a little Civil War reenactment here in Northern California, which was pretty cool. It's very small, of course, but still a lot of fun, and it was very inspiring. So Johnny and I have decided to bust out some figures and play a game of ACW Sharp Practice. And this is going to be taken from Wargames Soldiers and Strategy magazine number 115, and it's called The Battle of Pennypacket Bridge. So before we talk about the mission, we'll talk about the terrain as usual. Tonight's map is the Muddy Plains map by Geek Villain, another awesome map by Mac. If you want to get one for yourself, check the description. It's well worth it. And other than that, the main feature on this map is the gully. So this is supposed to be a river, but I don't have a river that'll stretch 6 feet, so I just kind of improvised and made this a gully. So the gully is going to be impassable to everyone. It's very steep banked. There's a small stream at the bottom. It's just impassable, just like a river would be. The only way to pass it is the bridge or the ford. So other than that, we got two clumps of trees here, and then some buildings. The buildings are going to be soft cover, and that's about it. So this comes straight out of the magazine. I didn't really modify it in any way. I just kind of tried to replicate it as best I could with 28mm stuff, and this is what I came up with. So that's it for the terrain. Tonight's mission, the Battle of Pennypacket Bridge, is designed to represent a small, well-equipped cavalry force attempting to stop a larger infantry formation from crossing the gully and joining up with the rest of the forces at the big battle to the south. So the Confederates will be the large infantry force in this game, and they will be starting on that edge over there, and the Union cavalry will be starting down here. So it's going to be 5 groups of Confederate infantry, good quality infantry it says, and 1 cannon, and they're going to start at the road, and the cannon must start limbered, and the cavalry force will be starting on this edge, and there's going to be 3 groups of cavalry with repeating rifles, which we've never used, so that should be very interesting. Sadly, due to limitations in our models, we're only going to have 2 groups of cavalry that can actually move mounted, and we're going to have 1 kind of made up of skirmishers to fake it as a permanently dismounted cavalry unit, and they will also have a light cannon. The objective is for the for the Confederates to get across the bridge or the ford and link up with the rest of the force for the big battle to the south. So, and the objective for the cavalry is to stop or delay them. And the cavalry will win a major victory if they can stop them from even getting across the gully at all. And the Confederates will win if they get off the board. So, pretty straightforward. Like I said, we've never done anything like this before. We've never used repeating rifles. 5 line group against 3 cav group, plus a cannon each. Should be interesting. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll be a fun game. I'm pretty sure it will. We've never played a bad Sharp Practice game before, so hopefully that holds true tonight. And that's it for the mission. Let's look at the forces. Here's my Stonewall Brigade, which I will be using tonight. So this is the big infantry force. I have 5 groups. We're going to have a group of 3, and then a formation of 3 groups, and then a formation of 2 groups, and 4 leaders. So 4 leaders each, which is a little bit light on leaders compared to what we're used to playing, but that's what the scenario calls for, so we're just going to stick with it. So these are good quality infantry. I'll have to double check what that means exactly for rebels, but I'm assuming maybe later war. I should have looked at this before, but I'll look at it before we start playing and see exactly what they have. I'm sure they'll have rebel yell, but the main thing will be if they can present and fire, or if they get 1 present or whatnot. So I'll double check that, but otherwise they're going to be armed with rifled muskets, so very long range and a very wide arc. So these guys are going to be they're going to be tough to deal with. The Cavs are going to have to really skirt around to get around the sides of them. I have no skirmishers, which is unheard of for me, as I love skirmishers, and I depend on skirmishers to secure my flanks and just cause havoc, and not having them is going to be a big change for me, as I'm so used to them and I like them so much. But that's what it is, so we'll give it a try. So starting off, we have Major Dan Klein. He's going to be a level 2 leader tonight, and he's going to be assisted by level 1 Sergeant Alfred Wallace. They're going to be commanding this 3-group formation. And then up here we're going to have Lieutenant Richard Clark is going to be commanding this 2-group formation. He's going to be level 2. And then we're going to have Lieutenant Fred Stevens. He's going to be a level 1 leader. This guy here with the hat in charge of the cannon. And that's it. That is the Confederate force. So here we have the Union force. So we have 3 groups of cavalry, 1, 2, and then the permanently dismounted cavalry will be these guys here, the colored troops. So it looks like a lot, but the dismounts for these 2 are here, and then we got the horse holders and then the cannon. So starting off, we have Captain Buford. He's going to be in command of this group of cavalry. He's a level 2 leader. Then we have Lieutenant Walter Leach over here, level 1. And then the dismounted guys are going to be commanded by Lieutenant Anvala. And then the cannon is going to be commanded by good old Corporal Morris. So, probably the lowest rank we've ever had as a leader in this corporal. But yeah, so Corporal Morris will be in charge of the cannon. One thing I did forget to mention in the mission, when I talked about the mission, was that the cavalry will start anywhere on the board behind the gully. So they'll just start immediately on the board. And I think that's it, so we'll go ahead and get started. All right, here we go. So Andre's going to be the bag man tonight. And, oh, Johnny has deployed. I should go over that. So he's got his permanent dismounts over here by the house. And he's got both groups of cav behind the hill and the artillery on the hill looking directly at the entry point for the rebels. And Andre's going to be able to deploy anywhere within 6 inches of the road, not just 6 inches of the center. And we're ready to begin. So Red 3, that's your 2-group formation, Andre, led by Lieutenant Clark.
Sweet.
Andre has brought in Lieutenant Clark over here, kind of a quasi-column, but we're going to call it a column for game purposes. So he's come in column here, and over there, Lieutenant Anvala. He does have line of sight, so you could fire a volley with just this first group here, if you wanted to fire over there at Anvala, or you could save your first fire.
Do I have a present?
Oh, yeah, let me check. So Andre is going to have the first rank, or the first group is going to fire a control volley. They all get 1 control volley only. And he's going to fire over there at Anvala. So the first group, 8 guys plus 2 for Clark. Needing 4s, long range, and first fire, control volley.
I think I'll do all 10 dice.
Yeah, 10 shots.
6, 8, 10.
Needing 4s.
Needing 2s.
2 hits? Possibly the worst roll of all time. Let's see what he gets. Nothing.
All right, that's what we want the first roll, though.
Well, they're dug in there behind that ravine.
Yeah, something. We were just announcing our presence. We weren't trying to hit nothing.
Making a lot of noise. All right, next card. 4. That's Fred Stevens, your cannon. So Stevens has come in limbered, so he's still attached, but he is out of line of sight of everything from this house. So next card, Andre. Blue 4, that is Corporal Morris.
A cannon that doesn't look like he can see anything.
He can
that
present.
was the idea.
You can present him at least. That'll give him at least a half load later.
Okay, he's presented.
All right, so Morris will present. Next card. Blue 3, that's Anvala, so that's your dismounts over there.
Oh.
So Anvala, he used all 3 of his actions. His free movement is 2 to get, I believe, a 10-inch move, and he's just advanced it there across the ravine. Next card. Okay, here we go. It's going to be interesting with fewer leaders and a bunch of flags. Mm-hmm. 2, that's Sergeant Leach.
So it's here.
That is, yeah, that's these guys here. Lieutenant Leach has just turned. He was at the walk, but he was facing this way. So he's turned and he's heading that direction.
Mm-hmm.
So next card.
Oh man, everything.
It's Buford.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Captain Buford. Buford has gone to the canter, and he's got a pretty decent move, and he's heading right for the bridge.
Yeah.
A Tiffin. Ah.
There we go. That's a smart play.
Interesting. So only one flag came out
risky.
of all that, huh?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll move on to the next turn. All right, move on to the next turn. So Major Dan never came in, which might not be a horrible thing. Blue flag. Ah, there's Major Dan. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. Andre's going to leave or Major Dan, I should say, off the board. Red flag. Red flag. Red flag. That's 3 in a row. So the last person to move, I believe, was Buford.
Yep.
So it's
I'll look at the tables in there, sir, while I roll this.
roll 2d6.
There we go.
10. 10? Oh boy. Movement random event.
My bally leg!
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
The leader commanding the unit has sprained his ankle from horseback. For the remainder of the game, he will move with -1 pip per dice unless treated by a physic.
Oh wow.
Alright, cool.
Alright, so Buford, maybe his horse itself got her.
Or he twisted himself in the stirrup and...
Something.
Yeah.
Either way, he's -1 pip now.
Oh,
wow.
Jeez, did you shuffle these?
Well, obviously. We didn't have them together last time.
Alright, we'll figure out what Andre wants to do with that. So Andre decided to use the 4 flags for Clark, and he snapped them in, so it's a little bit weird. They already presented and fired, so they reloaded and they're going to fire uncontrolled. And these guys are going to present and fire. So we're going to roll two separate volleys here. So we're going to fire over here at Mbala. So which one are you doing first?
Point. You're pointing there?
Do the
Okay,
unpresented.
so I
See if
needed
they can do better
6s.
this time. Yep. Shit,
They
got
did
as many
better.
hits as they needed when they needed 4s.
That would have been a nice one for 4. Okay,
Yeah, that would've been good.
3 hits.
3 hits. Okay, so
And
these
then,
guys are going to need 4s because they're presented and firing. 3,
Wow.
4, 5, 6.
That's going to be 7.
7 hits. So 7 hits
Total-
on these boys here.
So total of 9.
9 hits.
Present and fire, huh? Yeah.
And yeah, so soft cover.
That seemed, I don't know about that one.
We're all caught up with though. Oh, 2 dead and 4 shock.
Let's see if it's the leader. It's
Nope.
not.
So that was a rough one.
Yeah.
But now we're all caught up. So everyone's unloaded here, Andre.
Thanks for that one, Travis.
Yeah, you're welcome. These guys got lit up a little bit. And Clark's guys are now uncontrolled. So Andre's going to have to get control of them if he wants to move. And a blue flag. Blue 3, that's Envala. So that's these guys here. You got a couple flags. You could use them.
Yeah, I mean, I think you'll have to use one. At
Just
least.
one?
Yeah, well, you know, let's use all 2. It's kind of risky, but
Yeah, well, you need to start
we're
dropping.
down. I'll take 2 shock.
You're not in any risk of getting. No, I take it back. They could get shot again if the
Sharp
if
practice
if
or
the blue
something.
the red 3 comes out.
Well, we're gonna do an Andre, so we're gonna move 3d6.
Nice.
What is that? 12.
12 minus 2.
Alright, so they're gonna
They're going.
So I sense these guys are gonna be a thorn in the side of Andre for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to dedicate that whole formation to deal with them probably. So okay, so they're down to 2 shock.
Yeah.
And they've moved up. So next card. Hey, it's Fred Stevens, the cannon. So Fred Stevens and his cannon just move that way, and there's an imaginary limber and horses right here. Next card. Ah, Buford. Okay, so that's these guys here. They've gotten off, dismounted, and with one of their free actions and a move, since they're skirmishers now, technically. And then their horse holders are here, and they're going to fire at Fred Stevens' cannon. That's going to be a flank shot. We'll have to check what they have. Skirmishers at long range, first fire, 4s.
Yeah. And it's 6 plus the 2 for Buford, so
8 shots,
that's pretty good. 4,
4 hits.
50%.
And they count as skirmishers as well. Well, yeah, we'll just keep them as skirmishers. Even though they're limbered, but whatever. So, soft cover. 1 dead. So check your leader. Oh no, it's Stevens.
What happens to him?
He's knocked out. Stevens is knocked out. Gonna roll a bad thing. That's probably nothing.
What did you roll?
One. Alright, so I think that's it. So, and they're...
Leader wounded or knocked out?
Wounded.
Oh, 1 is no effect, yeah.
Yeah, so these guys are reloaded already. Because they have the repeating rifles. But he's already done all his actions. So he can't shoot again this turn, thankfully for Stevens. Alright, Andre. Next card.
Yeah, maybe I can get a flag and activate them, huh?
Maybe.
Oh wait, I burned them all.
Maybe next turn. Blue flag.
For a second,
Blue flag.
That's all the flags.
Yep.
I don't think any of my guys have sharp practice.
3 Richard Clark. Oh, there you go. That's these guys. So they've activated with the 4 flags. Now they're going to activate again. Yeah, so he's out of control. Or not. Okay, he's not out of control. He's uncontrolled. So they're just going to fire, reload, and blast away because...
Well, so do I hit him anyway, even though I can't see him?
No. No.
Well, I'm out of your arc anyway, so...
Yeah. No, we're not going to stretch the rules that far, Andre.
Just checking.
Blue 2, that's Lieutenant Leach over here. Lieutenant Leach has just mounted, didn't get a great roll.
Nope.
He's up on top of the hill though, and he is going to fire over there at Clark's guys, but only the front rank can fire, so it's going to be 3 plus 1.
Yep. Four
So 4 shots, needing 5s, right?
When you have the breech loading, you don't care about wasting shots. Although I guess you're wasting first fire, technically.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you're wasting 3 shots of first fire by doing this.
Okay, so then the other guys get their first fire. Andre?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Now we're breaking it down by group.
Here we go.
It's bad enough with 2 groups, now we're within the group.
So then, needing 4s.
Let's see, 3 hits.
Yeah, it's above average. I'll take it.
Alright, so split them up, Andre.
If you're in the open, I get to choose, right?
Yep.
I'll put 2 on the leader group.
Okay. So,
Point of shock.
shock.
Point of shock.
2 points of shock. Next card, see if Apollo Smoke appears. Nope. It's the red 2. That's Sergeant Wallace. He's off the board still. 4, it's Corporal Morris.
That's the cannon.
Cannon, he's got nothing to shoot at.
No.
Wait, I think you can see Clark. No.
Just gonna shoot through the church.
You could. And then the Tiffin. So that'll be it for that turn. Here we go, next turn. Blue flag. Red flag. Buford.
Oh.
Who is over here.
I think he's just gonna have to fire at that cannon again, right?
So 2 shots. You're gonna get...
Well, I'll start with the first shot. If they get super killed, then I can shoot at the other guys.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
I think.
First of all, he's gonna fire his repeating carbines back over here. Stevens, who's knocked out.
Need 5s. Just
3.
Just 3.
Just
just 3.
Soft cover, Andre.
Just 3 5s.
Point of shock. Alright, so you're gonna fire again, or are you gonna move?
Oh, that was pretty devastating.
That wasn't that great.
That was not devastating.
No. But he's like, isn't he facing the wrong
Oh
way
yeah,
or something?
2 shock, because you're getting hit on the flank.
You know what? I think I'm actually gonna move 2D. So I'm gonna move 1d6 and then use the other one.
Minus 1 for his bad leg.
Yeah. Oh, I guess they don't move then. You're
That
right.
was your free move. Might as well fire again.
Okay, I'm gonna fire again. I wasn't actually gonna fire again, but okay.
Buford's horse's leg is so messed up he can't even move at this point.
Great. And I don't have a physical. All right, here we go. Again, 5s. Just 1 this time.
1 this time. Alright. Shock. Up to 4 shock.
4 shock.
That's probably it for Stevens and the cannon, is seeing that he's unconscious.
Well,
Alright, next card.
blue flag, no sharp practice.
Hey, it's Stevens. You got a flag. You could
Do I
activate
roll
him.
from...
Oh, you roll to.
Oh yeah, roll
See if he gets
roll a
back
d6.
up.
See if he gets up. He does.
He does get
so
back
Stevens is back up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he could pull 2 shock with the flag and his command.
You probably
If you
want
wanted
to turn the right way, though, right?
Or he could move, yeah.
Oh, they're just. Are they still limbered?
Yes.
Oh,
They are still limbered.
Yeah.
So I could unlimber,
And then
and that would give me a turn, right?
Yeah.
Well, you have to unlimber. That's the one action, and then the other one would be to move to turn the right way.
But I mean, when he unlimbers, he can point whichever way he wants during the unlimber, right? We'll check it out. Stevens dusted himself off, got up, and they unlimbered, and now facing Buford, but with 4 shock.
Yep.
Oh,
3 flags.
3.
I will use that to activate. Well, these guys are still in control, huh? I'll just wait because there's no one.
It's like you're not even scared of me.
Well, if I do a bad move and get too aggressive, then it could bite me. So go ahead.
That's Wallace. He's off the board still.
2 flags. No sharp practice or anything.
Okay.
Oh my God, Tiffin. We'll figure out who's doing what. All right, so after the Tiffin, I don't know if I mentioned this, but Johnny's force morale is 11, Andre's is 10, and he has more cards, so he's going to go first. So he's going to activate Leech, and Leech is going to.
They do the 1d6 free move,
up to the edge of the hill,
and then they're going to fire.
and they're going to unload their repeating carbines.
Yeah. Half of them have first fire, so needing 5. Here you go. 1 hit, 2 hits.
2 hits
on double shots. Yeah. 2 points,
2
1
shots.
point shock each.
Okay, so that was that. Andre, do you have anything left that can?
Nope.
Nope. So he's doing nothing after the Tiffin, and then you have.
I'm glad I saved that flag.
Yeah. All right. And Vala advanced up into the woods, out of arc, Clark, and he's going to fire some shots.
Just 3 because I got 2 shock and no leader bonus. First fire, so 2 hits.
2 hits.
Yep. 1 on each.
Big man. Non-big man. Oh, point of shock.
Yep.
Point of shock on the non-big man group. And I think that's it for this turn. Hey, it's Clark. That's your guy over there who's uncontrolled.
Try to get him under control.
Gotta get him under
Hey
control.
guys, what do you say we stop shooting?
Yep.
Yeah, they're under control.
Woo!
So
All
let
right,
Andre
go
decide what he
boys.
wants to do with Clark. Clark, he's got his men under control and he pulled a shock, but they were too hesitant to move forward, so he got no movement on his
Tiffin!
4, that's Stevens. That's your cannon.
You could load it.
Loaded.
Yeah.
Load the cannon.
That's actually bad.
Cannon's loaded.
Really bad for me. Yeah.
Andre's praying for
Okay,
a
it's
Tiffin.
not bad for you anymore.
Oh, Tiffin, there you go.
Yeah, it was a lot better before you got to do something.
Yeah, so Johnny will get to do at least one thing here.
I can't shoot the horse holder, but I can shoot the horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Buford with his bum leg that's really stopped him.
Yeah.
He was even not even able to, with all 3 D6 to get out of the arc of Stevens' cannon.
But I'm facing the right way.
He's facing the right way, thank God. But if Stevens' cannon comes out before these guys, or 2 flags or whatever, they're going to take a cannonball.
Do I get some cover, right?
Yeah, it'll be hard cover.
Oh, but then the cannon reduces it anyway.
Yeah,
right?
you'll
So
be in
back
soft
to
cover.
light.
Okay, so we're ready for the next turn.
And if I stack the cards right,
Oh, here we go. Give me another
Oh, boy.
flag. Give
So,
me another flag.
Another blue flag you can. Oh,
Yeah. All right, we'll use them.
another blue flag. So Buford's going to move out of.
Well, not. It's just
way.
the unit, right?
Yeah, his unit. Buford with 1d6, even with his bone leg, was able to get up onto the bridge, and he's going to do a double shot with the carbines.
Hopefully,
That's Stevens.
Get some 5s here. I just
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some new tabletop CP dice.
yeah, just one.
Nothing.
Even in the open, that's nothing.
Yeah, all right, keep going. I'll take it.
All right, so that's the end. Oh no, sorry, that wasn't the Tiffin.
We just started.
That's Anvala, so that's these guys here. Just unload with his carbines into here.
Yeah,
Needing 4s.
Needing 4s. So a little
4
better.
hits.
4 hits.
So 2 each.
Yep.
2 each for Andre. In the open.
Big man.
Big man takes
2
2
shock.
shock.
2 shock.
The shock's building up, so 2 more shock each, so that's 4, I believe. 4 each. Next card.
Alright, there it is after I used
Another blue. Where's all the red stuff?
What red stuff?
It's Buford. He already went.
Yeah, he did, but he can't activate.
Yeah, his group went, but
yeah,
He can bandage his leg,
I don't
but it
think
won't
he
help
can.
him.
No,
Hey, I get to
force a
do something
massage.
with the cannon.
no.
Yeah,
Hey.
now you could, but there's no point now.
What do you mean?
You could interrupt. You can use these 2 to activate the cannon now. But there's no point.
I could use them to activate these guys and do. Oh, they're under control. I actually could do something.
Yeah, so you could use those to activate them, and then when.
But I could do it at the Tiffin too. So.
Yeah, but if you do it now,
Yeah.
when his card comes out, you could pull 2 shock. His group would have already activated.
Or I could pull 2 shock when I pull this card.
Yeah, either way. Or you could pull the Tiffin and. Well, there you go.
Yeah, you got lucky.
Now you can decide what to do because it's Clark. So we've had Clark. He's boosted himself to a level 3. He's pulled 2 shock. He's wheeled them. They got a 1-inch wheel, which is exactly what they needed to get an arc of Anvala. And they're going to fire a volley straight ahead, needing 5s.
Yeah. Single seal of 5s.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 hits on Anvala. He is in hard cover though.
I'm not going to let you use my dice anymore.
We're out of tabletop CP dice here.
Yeah.
No,
I was rolling tabletop CP dice.
Oh, Anvala is taking 2 dead.
Yeah, these guys are going to be toast.
And a shock.
And a shock. Well, let me see if it's him.
See if it's Anvala.
Nope.
It's
No.
not.
So 2 more dead and another shock. That's all that's left of Anvala's group. 2 guys and him with 3 shock.
I probably didn't need
Hey, it's Stevens, the cannon. Stevens just lined up here right across the bridge, so even if those guys move, he'll have their cannon in line of sight. Ah, hey, it's the big man, Major Dan. Hey, he can.
Hey, look, there's space.
He needs to get in the game here. Major Dan Klein has arrived. He's arrived right in the middle here, so he can pull shock off of them because he's attached to both now, and he's gonna have this front group present and fire at Buford on the bridge, and then you're gonna pull some shock as well. I already did, so we pulled 1 more shock off each of those. All right, so firing straight ahead, you're in effective range.
How did he pull 1 shock off each group? Isn't he only level
Oh, I'm
2?
sorry, he's a level 2, yeah. So you can only pull 1 shock off.
Oh.
Unless you use that card, which you might as well now, huh?
I could save it for something.
Okay, so this front group here is going to present and fire at Buford. Needing
Probably
3s?
just 4s, right?
I think 3s. Yeah.
We're probably effective.
Effective range is 5, so first
5.
fire present. So 5s, 4s, 3s.
Sure.
Not, yeah.
A 3, 2 3s.
How many did you get? 5?
5.
5 hits on Buford. Soft cover there. It's
Okay.
just right out in the open on the bridge.
Yep.
A dead and a shock. Okay. Next card. And then those front guys, so these guys are going to be unloaded. This is going to be even more confusing than the 2 groups.
Yeah.
But we'll keep track of it. Let us know. I think both Johnny and Andre think that if you do that, you lose present for everyone. I don't see it that way, but I think as long as you can keep track of it.
But I mean, they're.
Well, the thing
Now I'm seeing they're in columns, so it's like, well.
Well, to me, the thing is that they only get 1% in fire, right?
Right.
So it's not like once you use it for 1 group within, and they're not broken up. It's like the whole point of them only getting 1 is you have to like maximize it, as opposed to being like, well, they can still present afterward. Like,
Yeah, plus it's a pain in the ass to keep track of, especially when you start getting more and more groups involved.
there's
Tiffin.
Tiffin.
So Johnny's got a flag.
I'm just gonna fire with the cannon.
Where are you going to
Cannonball.
shoot at?
Right straight down the middle. Like
Cannonball straight down the.
Hey,
straight
look,
down the
I
pipe.
came in column down the road, just like I said I would never
Perfect.
do.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Corporal Morris got a gimme shot here. Anything but.
Yep. Needing 2s. No
Oh
butts.
wow! 10 hits.
Only 10, huh?
3 on
Yeah.
you.
That all you got?
3 on each, and what? 2 on the big man's, or an
1
extra one on
extra
the big man's
man,
group.
And now you're in extra no cover. So you're
He's in extra open.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 3 on the first group.
Okay. So 2 points a shock. Second group, a dead and a shock. That's the big man's, but I don't think you need to roll for that yet.
Well,
Well, the big
no,
man should have
that
one
was
more.
that one.
Yeah.
This is the big man's
This
group.
is the big man's group. It's 2 points a shock.
That's not that bad.
Okay, so what'd you get? Some shock and 1 dead. Andre's only lost 1 guy so far out of all this carbine shooting.
Yeah, it's not super accurate.
No.
And he's down to 2 shock each here. So
Oh, I was going to say I lost a dude over here, but I guess I didn't.
that was Stevens. He was
Came
just
back
knocked
up.
out.
Right?
Okay, so
right.
shock,
And yeah, and that'll be it for
2 shock and 2 shock.
this. That's
Yeah.
it for this turn. All right, Andre, next turn. Red flag. Oh boy.
That's me.
Yeah, that's you. Something
Woo!
yours came out.
A good thing.
Oh, no.
Oh boy. So you could fire the cannon right now, Andre, if you
Or I
want.
could get out a column.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
That's going to be a bitch.
I don't know how you're doing that.
Well, we'll let Andre think about it. Stevens, he's going to fire at Buford on the bridge. Not
Yep.
presenting, though. With the 2 flags, I should mention. 3 hits.
Oh, just 3.
It's still good. Look how small these groups are.
Soft cover. Yeah, if you get a kill here, that's a big deal.
Yeah, I've already got 1 shot. 1
Nothing.
shot.
Oh, point of shock. So
Soft
2 shock.
cover.
And
Yeah, that wasn't it.
at least you're unloaded.
That wasn't it.
All right, next card. Blue flag.
All right. Oh, that was 3 flags.
Oh,
All
right,
you
well-
fired, so.
Yep.
roll a random thing for Stevens. Random event was a 3 and a fouled barrel. So the cannon's barrel is now fouled. He'll be at
Nice.
-1 to hit until they get some water, which has never happened ever. in the history of sharp practice.
Oh, the river's dry.
Yeah, it's not even there anymore. It's just a trickle. All right, so blue 2.
Blue 2.
These guys.
Lieutenant Leach.
So
Lieutenant Leach moved out down to the edge of the goalie there with D6, and he's going to fire at Lieutenant Clark's guys.
Yep. So the first
Twice.
one, needing 5s. That's pretty good for 4.
4 with the first
Yeah.
cartridges.
The next one for 4 so far. So a total of 6.
6 hits.
Yes, 3 on
To
each.
Clark. So Clark's do Clark first. 2 shock. Non-Clark, 1 shock. So 3 more shock. Yeah. Card, is it the Tiffin? No.
nope.
It's Sergeant Wallace over here.
So
Pull a
he
shock.
can pull a shock.
Yep.
Okay.
You
Yeah, I
also
pulled
order-
1 to 3.
You could also order Sergeant Wallace and a group out
I
by
was
himself.
probably would have done that if he didn't activate first here.
Yeah, that'd be a good thing to do. Just get more groups out there. Blue flag.
3 flags.
3 flags for the Union.
Well, if Tiffin comes out, I still want to
do stuff.
Yeah, so we'll find
Okay.
it. Yeah.
4 flags. Oh,
Yeah, I think we'll do Buford.
Buford.
First 7.
Buford is gonna just stay put and unload with his carbines
Yeah.
into these guys needing trees.
Yep, so here's the first 7. It's not great.
3 hits.
Only 3 hits. And the next 7. It's better.
5. So 8.
8 total. So
8 total hits. We'll split them up.
So we'll do 3 on 3, 3, 2. So 3 on the groups with the leaders.
All right. So we'll start up here in the front with
Easy.
Wallace's group.
Whoa!
Oh, almost a big guy. 2 shock. 2 shock on Wallace's group, and then the middle group. Just the big man. 2 shock there. And the back group. Point of shock. So
I
pretty
take 2
decent.
shock before I take 2 shock, and then I take 2 more.
That's not bad. All right. So now we have 3 shock, 4 shock, 2 shock, 4 shock, 3 shock, 4 shock. There's lots of shock over here on the rebel side for sure. Oh, there's the big man. So we got Dan Kling coming up here. He's a level 2 with no cards. All right, so Major Dan, he ordered them up. They only moved up an inch, trying to make some room.
So I could snap in and get out of column.
But he wound up moving up 3d6 in column on the road and got only 4 inches with all his shock.
Woohoo!
So. That's Clark. That's his guys. So he's a level 2.
So he's already activated.
His
so
group, he can pull 2 shock.
2 shock.
So Clark will just pull 2 shock. And we move on. Corporal Morris, the cannon.
He's just gonna reload.
Okay. Red flag.
That's
Stevens. Andre just had Lieutenant Stevens use the last red flag and his 1 command to pull 2 shock. And the Tiffin comes out.
Buford didn't come out, so you got
you're dodged a bullet.
You're playing you.
Literally.
I wasted
a lot
4
of
flags.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Next turn. Next turn. Here we go. Red 4. Oh, it's Fred Stevens. He can reload.
Yay.
And
that's it.
That's it. Yeah. Reload.
There's Buford.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Here we go again. Buford firing the carbine straight ahead.
So needing 3s this time, I think. Right?
Still in column, yeah.
Well, if I'm too close, I actually don't benefit as much, right?
I think if you're within close range, which is 12 inches.
So I'm still effective, which is 5. So I go down to 4 because the skirmishers and 3s. So here's the first one, getting 3s. So what, 5? And then the next one, just 8. Which is not.
Just 8.
Well, you know.
Just 8.
I think he's gotten 8 every time he's fired at you so far.
Okay, so actually
3-3-2.
it was 10 last time.
Yeah.
Or
No, I
3
think it
3.
was-
Oh no,
yeah,
it was 8.
yeah.
Okay, 3 3 2.
So start up here. Point of shock.
And shock. 1s and 2s.
Yeah, well,
two.
that's only going to last so long.
2 dead on the big man's group.
But no shock.
2 shock on the back group. So they're at 4.
So the big man is him. It's
No,
not.
thank God. We didn't need Major Dan getting hit.
Yeah, well, he didn't take any shock in his
And
group.
then I put the 2 on there already. And then did you put the 1
No.
on there? So, all right,
Part
so
of
he's
me
up
is
to
like,
4.
do I run away?
4, 4, 4.
Hey, well, at least we're spreading it evenly, huh?
12 shock. He's just going to
Yeah.
stay there. He's not going to use his free move to move.
No.
Get shot in the rear end.
You could move up.
Yeah, you can get him. Charge.
I could actually.
Remount.
Yeah.
Blue flag. Blue 4. It's Corporal Morris who is loaded and ready to rock. Corporal Morris is going to fire, needing 3s this time.
Here we go.
This could be it if a bunch of shot gets put on here again.
Here's this. Let's see how well Kevin does.
Not bad. He only missed
Well, no, I
4.
missed, that was a hit, but so 5 hits.
5 hits. All right.
Missed.
I'll take that.
Yeah, that's
2,
the
2,
low
1.
average.
So do 2 up here on Wallace's guys. Nothing.
Nothing like that.
Big man. 2 shock.
And a shock.
So 2 more shock over here. So you're up to 6 on big man, and then 5 back here. Wow. And then he's unloaded. So next card. Walt Leach. That's these guys here. Leach is gonna just fire twice.
Yeah.
He's gonna fire over here at Clark.
Needing 5. So here's the first 7. 2 so far.
Oh.
That's
So
6 total. So 3 on each.
3 on each. So we'll start over here where Clark is. Oh God.
2 shock.
Oh man, 2 dead and a shock on Clark's group and 2 shock on the non-Clark's group. It's not Clark.
They finally took a casualty?
2 casualties.
Oh, nice.
And then a shock. Yeah, so every group here has 4 or more shock. Well, yeah, Andre's bogging down big time here. Red flag.
I can do rebel yell.
A couple
yeah.
holy men. Yeah, if you get another flag, you could hold. You could rebel yell.
Only 2 for a
Yeah,
rebel yell?
it's only
2 plus the red one.
Yeah.
Okay.
3. That's me. That's these guys.
You know what's left of Van Bala's group.
I'm gonna give him a boost to
Level 2.
reduce the shock. I think is 4 shots, 3 shots worth, so 6 shots total worth pouring in, or just run away.
He's good as dead. You're a force morale's 11. Even if he dies, so what? You might drop down to 9.
Yeah, that's true. We'll fire 6 shots into that main group.
Yeah,
there.
do it.
What?
Into these guys?
Why wouldn't you hit
double
the
shot,
flank
yeah,
shot
okay.
on my column?
So he's going to fire these guys in the flank of the big formation.
It's only 6 shots, so
Yeah.
I mean,
What could possibly happen?
you don't get the +1 if they're sideways, though, right?
Why not? You're in column.
Really?
You're in line.
This doesn't follow him, yeah. I don't know if you even got any no hits.
I don't think that's any hits.
Damn.
Because it's 5. Well, no, that's 3, I think. Because
Oh, yeah,
it's
column.
5.
Yes, 3s are what you needed.
Well, check if I'm within 24. If I'm not, then it's a miss. It could be outside of 24. I don't know.
Your front 2 guys are within 24.
Okay.
And
They're the ones doing all the
left,
shooting.
so.
So it is.
So then 3 hits.
Okay, so 1 each, Andre. We're not used to being on the same side of the board.
I know.
So big man, shock,
2 shock.
Wallace, 2 shock. 2
2 shock for
all.
everybody.
So 6 more shock onto the big formation. Next card. Red flag.
You can rebel wheel now.
If the red one
if
comes
the red
out.
one comes out. Oh.
3 red flags. Ah, there it is. So the rebel yell.
So I can do the rebel yell 1.5 times.
Well, the annoying thing about the rebel yell right now...
You can't fire a volley because you're unloaded.
Yeah. Well, no, because your guys are in front, right? So you could do it with the other... Oh, no, he's not the leader. Yeah.
Nope.
So what is a rebel yell?
It basically lets you fire. If you're loaded, you can fire and then move 3d6.
So you get a free 3d6 move, essentially,
So-
in this case. I don't know what the hell's going on over here, but Andre's doing... So he had Dan have these guys wheel 2d6. So they're now facing that way. And then he broke Wallace off and had his group move up, and they got like a 3 or 4 inch move up. And that was it. So he's trying to get out of this box he's in, but he's not having a lot of luck doing it.
4 flags.
Ooh. That's
Clark, so this guy can pull his 2 shock.
I'm just hoping for 4 flags, I guess.
I think you've already burned 1 flag, though, haven't you?
no.
No.
What's that upside down card?
Oh, maybe I have.
Oh.
Did I? Why would I have done that?
Did it for something earlier.
Oh, no, I did it for those guys.
Yeah.
To pull a shot. Okay, well, my turn's over then.
Tiffin. All right. So I think that's the whole turn is over, as everything's gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially since I couldn't use the flags to activate too for a couple turns.
Red flag.
Hey, yay me!
That's Leech. That's these guys again.
Question.
So Leech is going to fire all 14 shots into Wallace's single group here.
So here's the first 7 needing 4s, we said.
Oh. Only 2 misses.
Yeah, but see, this is what I mean about not firing them all at once, because like right now, if we resolved it, the first action, he could possibly run off, right?
Oh, I see what you're
You
saying.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
or
how
get
that
out
works.
of range, because if he, say he falls back, involuntary withdrawal, I can't
Yeah.
see him anymore, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't
So-
know.
If you want to resolve it before the rest happens, you know, because technically I fire, you do your hits, then I
Okay,
fire.
let's resolve it then.
Yeah. I just want to, because it could move them out of the way, basically. I got 5 hits, but...
Or it gives you 2 chances to
I'll
win the
split
lead.
them up on that group.
Well, he
Only
only took
4
4 shock.
Only 4 shock.
So he's up to 10 with 9 guys. You are going to fall back an inch.
Which might actually... well, in this case, they didn't fall back far enough to get at it. Well, they might be... See, now not all of them are in effective range, though.
And then you have to take a bad thing for that, Andre.
Yeah.
It's a -1, so he's down to a 9.
Yeah, and here's the second volley. So I'm going to take one die out. So these ones need 4, one's going to need 5.
Okay.
So here's the one for 4, 3.
3 hits.
5. Nope, so 3 hits.
3 more hits on you.
3 on you.
Another point of shock. So now you're going to fall back. Another -1. So he's down to 8. Now you're going to fall back 2 inches.
Should put them right up against those guys again.
Hey.
Hey guys.
Good job, Wallace. Hey, you ordered me to do it, sir. Next card, blue flag. Blue flag. Oh boy, Buford. Oh boy, it's Buford. Yeah, I guess when they would back up and hit, they would just all move back together as a formation.
Well, then you'd be hitting on 3s on the front group too.
Yeah, perfect. So he's going to have Buford fire his first shot at Wallace.
Alright, so here's the first 8. Meaning 3s. No, 4s. Just 3.
3 hits on Wallace.
Yep.
2 more shock.
So back 2 inches.
So he's up to 14. Now you're going to go back 5 inches.
5 inches. So that's more than pushing those.
So
now
these-
I'm breaking through them, right?
Now everyone's just, yeah. Well, but you're not breaking. You're just falling back through them. And, oh man, this is confusing because the formation tools, if you move, I think only 2 or 3, they'll all move together.
But
But you're going 5, which is going to put you...
Well, if you measure it, that would... I don't know. This is a kind of rubbing salt. I don't really care that much, but like, because they would. I think what happens is they usually end up behind. Like even if they don't have enough movement, they would end up immediately behind them. and
okay.
then
But then these guys would all take the excess shock as they pass through, right?
generally,
Because it's an
yeah.
involuntary withdrawal.
Yeah.
So 14 minus 8, so each of these would take 6. They're
Well, that
the
would
whole
get-
thing just casts.
That's why I was saying I don't want to like
Yeah.
rub this salt.
Oh no, it's. I mean, it's toast. I
it's
mean,
over.
it's been over for a bit.
Buford. Okay, well, we'll come back and wrap it up. All right, so that's it. Damn hard scenario. I was thinking the other way was going to be hard. As far as, I mean, like it would be hard for Johnny's cavalry, not your guys, but these 2 buildings here, and having to come in on that road really bottled up the rebels, and they just could not move, and then all the double shots.
Well, coming in, the double shots definitely help, but I think also with the artillery coming in limbered, also when we found out the rules for limbering, it's made it less effective than we thought it would be.
Yeah,
right?
multiple
Yeah,
turns. of
well,
it.
I basically gave up on it. I sacrificed it going that way, hoping your cannon would follow me around and that you'd just spend a couple turns and I'd get.
So it was bait.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just was joking when I said that.
No, it turned out it was actually my only effective. Well, actually, these guys.
They started off really well because they blasted that unit to hell.
And
so.
Yeah,
part of the problem was I got greedy with that first dot card because I saw I could come in behind this church and be out of line of the cannon, and I was within range on these dudes, but they were out of range of me. So it's like, okay, I can come in and blast. Nobody can shoot me. Why wouldn't I do this? Well, the reason I wouldn't do it is because it jacks me up for getting my main column in place. But it was there. Yeah, I mean, I'm never going to pass up a shot where I can just sit there and blaze away and not get shot back at for a couple of turns.
Yeah, and that wasn't a bad thing, but then you
Well, but it was.
you lost control, and that kind of slowed you down. If you wouldn't have,
And then I
lost
got
control,
enough shock to where I
couldn't
couldn't
move.
do anything even once I had control.
Yeah. So that, I mean, he never.
Actually,
Wallace's
I think
group
I
made it
lost.
up to here.
I think that last wheel was illegal. Also, I think I had to regain control again
Oh yeah, because you.
Oh, you did. Oh,
That's
they
right.
fired.
because I fired it. Yeah. So,
Well, you didn't roll for it, so we didn't. You could have rolled for it now. It doesn't matter, but.
All right, let's start. Let's rewind the tape. Yeah, he got control.
yay! I didn't cheat. Yeah. The it just...
It was just damn rough.
I knew I did... Well, I really didn't want to... You know, I wanted to bring these guys in and be able to get them into a line, at least with the 2, split off the sergeant so that I could maneuver, because obviously there's no space here.
Man. There's no space there.
It did not... Yeah.
The bottleneck there just was the end of you. I mean, this guy just sat on the bridge right in front of you, and
in cannon, I mean, the cannons lined up on him.
He just held the bridge, literally. Buford.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, don't let him cross the bridge. All right, let's get right on it and just sit here and blast away.
Yeah, he did take 2 volleys, one 10-shot volley and then one cannon blast, but thankfully he didn't do too much.
Well, he took a cannon blast over there also.
Yeah, so they only lost, well, this guy should be dead, but they only lost 1 guy, and they took like a point of shock or 2.
So
Yeah.
it's a Medal of Honor for Buford holding the bridge, keeping the rebel reinforcements from reaching the battle.
We got a lot of purple hearts over here too.
And Andre didn't really lose that many guys, but 3 dead?
Yeah.
But tons of shock. I mean, probably like 30-something shock total on everybody.
Well, I pulled some, so, well... But we haven't re-added over here. So 15 to 14, 29 plus 8, under 40, under
like
40.
50 shock.
Well, that's, what is it, load them on Sunday or whatever that thing with the carbines. Didn't they have a saying like that? Load them, keep shooting all, like, you can load them Monday and keep shooting till Sunday or something like that. I don't know. They said, the rebels said something about the carbines. Someone could tell us.
The repeating carbines, yeah. Well, that was at Chickamauga, where this exact thing happened. They had the cavalry was blocking the bridge, and they had the repeating carbines, and they delayed the rebels for a long time.
The inverse of if it was Reb cavalry trying to stop Union, I think it would be really hard for the rebels.
Yeah, because they only shoot.
Because they have half effective. They don't have repeating carbines.
So these guys shoot twice. And then the rebels shoot half of their original.
Well, if you have 3 times as many cavalry units, it could be a fair fight.
Yeah, it's only possible with the Union cavalry to do this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was a good game. Even though Andre didn't get far, it's interesting to see what the repeaters can do on the board.
Well, that was the first time we ever used it.
And even just right out in the open. I mean, of course, he never was able to get deployed. But yeah, I mean, they were getting so much fire, they just couldn't move forward, and then they ran off. Which, I could see that happening.
Yeah.
They're not used to it happening. It's like suddenly they're just, you don't see anyone, but you're getting in, like, as much fire as you would if there was a big old formation on the other side of the river.
I'm thinking if you're used to it happening, you'd run off a lot sooner.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen this before. Let's get out of here.
Well, I think even in the sense of, like, if we're looking at it, what would happen, right? Like, just by making them, forcing you to get out of column, try to deploy, like, that's their whole goal is to just keep you to waste as much time as possible, which kind of happened.
Yeah,
right?
delay you. Yeah,
it worked.
Yeah, because eventually you were assuming you have more guys behind them to push them off, but
or even if I could have just come in in column on the board edge, I've got the line. I can outshoot you.
If you can get on.
I just can't do it. I've got to be in line to do it.
Yeah, I think that's why the scenario was like that, though. Because I think if you come in on any board edge, you just wipe me out. Because you can basically just...
Yeah, we were talking about maybe letting Andre deploy on that road and this, but then we were thinking, well, that might have been too easy for Andre. Because then you could have just came in on line and just steamrolled straight up.
And then
Well, and that's why I was saying, I think it was a mistake bringing these guys in first, even though it did really put a hurt on that unit. Bringing these guys in, taking that first, volley, but then being able to break them apart and start I could have
forced the issue,
maneuvered out and at least made a game of it versus just, dying there on the road.
Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, it's a fun game, even though it was kind of one-sided. But hey, that's what we're doing. We're just trying different stuff out. So
yeah,
it is what it is. And
we're looking at a new market hype, like a section of it where it'll be probably more one-sided for the rebels because they're going to be like behind fortifications,
Oh, with rifle muskets, yeah. In line already.
Well, some of them. So I think the scenario we'd have to modify, but like if we did sharp practice, like that big group there would be like regulars, but then the supporting group that's in reserve would be, because I guess historically they were the poor reserve troops. They would have muskets only, so they would be not as great. But you would be behind. You'd be on a hill and behind obstacles that the Union would have to try to cross. And the Union would probably have like 2 groups of 3 each, and then like a cannon and maybe a couple skirmishers. But like I think the rule is that if you like the Union will get a few free moves to represent dawn or whatever, but once you get within like 10 whatever we measure it, like all that earthwork stuff becomes slow going or heavy going. So I can't. You can't move in formation and stuff like that. So then it becomes, that's the hard part.
Bog you down for sure.
Yeah, trying to get,
Well, that's the tough part of all the advances in the World War II stuff is you get, move up, but it's that last little push that really sucks.
Well, in this game, at least you can, if you get lucky, you can hope that you get yours, 2 in a row, 3 in a row.
Well, there was a point here when the main group was on, and it's like, okay, if the cards come out right and I get some decent rolls, I can break out of the box, and I've got the firepower here. I've got firepower. But
I think another thing that could have maybe made this scenario better is not having these guys deploy on the board. Just make them come in normal, but like let them deploy. Maybe have a couple of deployment points, but that would have gave him some time to actually get up and move and try to get out from that area before he started taking fire.
I don't remember. Does it say that they start deploy?
Yeah, it says they deploy right up to the edge of the river. Yeah. But then again, if the cards came out wrong, he could have been up here and online before.
Then I'm not even bothering coming out, right? He's just destroying me.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and call it for tonight. So thanks to Johnny and Andre for coming out, and thanks to Johnny for finding this scenario for us to try out and coming to play it. So even though it was kind of a bum game, it's still sharp practice games are always fun. So even these kind of games are fun.
I was gonna say I wouldn't call it a bum game. I got my ass kicked, but
it was historically accurate. Another way for my ass got kicked.
Maybe just not as balanced.
Yeah. So anyway,
again, like you said, different turn of cards.
A bunch of different factors, and I don't know that calling this an unbalanced scenario off of one playthrough. I'm not sure.
They say to try it a few times. They say even you could add an extra group for the Rebs and the Union. You can do support points, right? Like maybe if you had a holy man, that'd help too. If we added that in.
Yeah. Yes, we didn't do any support.
A holy man. I mean, if I could have gotten that group,
you would have just rolled
up and snapped them, even with a ton of,
Anyway,
just getting them to fire would have been nice.
Yeah, well.
So with that, we'll sign off and say check out our Patreon if you want to get some behind the scenes content and see what we're doing here at Tabletop CP, some remote games, stuff like that, campaigns that we've done. Check out our Facebook group as well and all our other social media crap. And with that, we'll say thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.